next time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song. Today, Larry and Bob are on a photo safari, hot on the trail of a monkey. Or an ape. We don't know which, hence the song.
If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey. Even if it has a monkey kind of shape. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey, it's an ape. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey.
Let's see if we can catch it on the tape.
You can very plainly see if it's a monkey. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey, it's an ape.
Look, there it goes, there it goes. I don't know. I can't tell if it's a monkey or an ape.
It's very simple, Bob. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey, it's an ape.
Larry, I'm not so sure.
Ooga booga, it's not a monkey.
Ooga looga, maybe it's an ape.
If it's a nickel or a salad or a pillow, if it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey, it's an ape.
If it doesn't have a tail...
Not a monkey.
Are you sure that's what you really mean to say? A camera has no tail.
It's not a monkey. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey, it's an ape.
I think there's something wrong with your logic, Larry.
Well, Bob, the lady at the zoo said it, and who am I to tell her that she's wrong? If there's a tail, it's a monkey. No tail, ape. It's easy.
But Larry, a kite has a tail.
Then it's a monkey.
A comet has a tail.
It's a monkey.
A bubble doesn't.
Then it's not a monkey. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey.
It's an ape?
Exactly. I knew you'd catch on.
Larry, we might need to talk about this. I don't think the lady at the zoo meant...
Look, there it goes in the trees. Follow me. It's gotta be a monkey or an ape. I can't believe it's true. All this time I've searched for you. Snap the picture. Take the shot. We're among the lucky few. We finally did it. Photographer, we've discovered what we're after. Let me look. Is it an ape?
Larry, this is a disaster.
It's a monkey.
Larry, that's a cow.
That was exhilarating. Let's find more. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey. Even if it has a monkey kind of shape. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey. If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey, it's an ape.
This has been Silly Songs with Larry. Tune in next time to hear Bob say... Larry, you don't have a tail.
I don't?
Nope, and neither do I.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Bob.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing.
So if it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey. If it doesn't have a tail, then it's an ape. Hey, I didn't know I could learn so much from VeggieTales. Now, I think they're actually trying to make a good point, and I believe they're doing it on purpose. They're called silly songs, you know. But hopefully you already know the song makes no sense, because obviously there's lots of things with tails, but that doesn't make them monkeys, and there are tons of things without tails, doesn't make them apes. But what we think seems ridiculous for a cartoon, I mean, first of all, how smart can a cucumber really be? Now, he is a talking cucumber, so that makes him much smarter than the other cucumbers, but he's still a cucumber. Well, so you know, it's complicated. It's definitely crazy, but it's exactly the same crazy way we evaluate or decide about people. We focus on one thing, maybe something obvious, and then we think we know everything there is to know about them. We want to slap a label on them, and then we're done. That's it. That's all we need to know. It happens all the time. People do it with race. They do it with gender. They do it with how much money you have or don't have. They do it with education, and on we could go. We don't just dismiss and write off people this way. We even pick our friends that way. You're cute. You're funny. You're good at sports. You have an Xbox. You're cool. See, we think we're too smart. We think we can just look at a person and know everything we need to know about them, what they're like, and what they're going to do, just like that. First impression. I was hoping that we would have learned by now that you and I can't always judge people by their label. I can't tell everything there is to know about a person just by looking at them. Maybe, just maybe, you should take the time to find out more. You should wait and see. You might be surprised in a good way. You might not really know anything just yet. Maybe you should get to know them and give them a chance. I mean, doesn't that just seem to make sense? Isn't that how we would want to be treated ourselves? Don't we want people to give us a chance? Don't we want people to like us for who we really are? Actually, for that matter, not like us for who we are. I mean, if you don't like me, you don't like me. I can live with that. Just make sure it's for a good reason. Don't hate me just because I'm beautiful. That's not fair. The problem is that we don't expect people to give us a chance. We expect them to judge us and then immediately slap a label on us, because that's what we're going to do to them. So we spend the bulk of our life trying to please people, to make sure everything is just right and we are sending the right signals. Hey, look at me, I'm the funny one, I'm the smart one, or I'm the cute one, I'm the athletic one, hey, I'm the edgy one. There's even, this one's my favorite, there's even some of us whose thing is, hey, look at me, I'm over in a corner, I don't care, I don't need anybody, please look at me and see that I don't care. And that's how we live life. And we never really connect. We never develop real lasting and meaningful relationships because we never get past the surface. We never get past our labels. I don't want to live life that way. I don't think it's very helpful. Shouldn't we be judging people for their character? You remember character, don't you? Basically, it's who you are in the dark. You know, the real you when nobody's looking. Let's give each other a chance. Remember, you only stick labels on the surface. They only go on the outside because that's all a label is good for. They're supposed to tell us what's on the inside, but there's no way any of us can know for sure until we get past the label and take a closer look. I am so glad that God loves us enough to look past all the fancy and false labels we try to cover ourselves with. He looks past the facade. That means that fake stuff that we like to put out for everyone to see. Because sometimes that's the real truth, isn't it? We need to come up with some kind of label because, well, if you knew the real me, you wouldn't like me very much, if at all. But God looks past all of that and he sees our deep need. He is the one who answers our deep longing to belong and our search for significance. His promise to us is this, that whoever comes to me, I will never turn away. That means we don't have to pretend or try to impress. You are loved. You are loved for who you are, and best of all, you are loved in spite of who you are. Everything that you think you're not and that you can't be, you're loved in all of that as well. And his purpose in doing so is not so that we're left the same as before, but because of his love, he begins to change us for the good as we begin to see ourselves as God sees us. No matter what others believe about you, and even more importantly, even what you believe about yourself, what God says and what God sees is always what matters most. Just because you may not feel it, listen, you can't always trust your feelings, but you can choose to believe what God promises you is eternally true. And when that really takes root in your soul, that will change everything.
I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Ooh, oh, you say I'm loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I'm strong when I think I'm weak. And you say I am held when I am falling short. You'll have every failure, God. You'll have every victory.